You know the vibes, the new movement. DJ Drewski, Gorilla Nems, America's sweetheart, is pulled up in his $1,200 Mary sweatpants.
That's right. Fat Boy Fly-ish. America's sweetheart out now.
Right.
You heard? I didn't give my girl no Valentine. I didn't give your girl no Valentine. I just put the album out for the world to consume. And that's your fucking Valentine. Oh,
how can you be America's sweetheart and not give your girl a Valentine?
Listen, every day is Valentine's Day when you're with Gorilla Nems. Ladies.
Talk it.
You know what I'm saying? Every day is like opening a fresh bouquet of roses when you're with Gorilla Nems, ladies. Every day is a new experience. Every day is lavishness when you're with Gorilla Nems.
Every day he got his Marys on.
Nah.
But yo, listen, we gotta talk about this project. Because I feel like loosened up a little bit. Like, people know you for rapping, and there's a lot of hard, aggressive records on there.
Mm-hmm.
But then you threw in the Millie's record.
Yeah, absolutely.
My Side.
My Side, yep.
Then I heard the Leaky record.
Yep. To Live and Die in New York.
Which gives off more of a melodic, singy hook. Like,
absolutely.
Was that because it's America's Sweetheart? Was that the vibe you were going with for this project? Or just these were just records you had?
Nah, what happened was when I was getting a deal with Paul Rosenberg, he was like, yo, give me 6 months to make this deal happen. And that's when I had the Scram Jones album. And the Scram Jones album, Rise of the Silverback, that came out in 2023, is just hard. Yeah. Punch you in your face music.
Super hip hop.
Yeah.
Right.
So I wanted to, everybody knows I could rap. I could go up on Flex and kill it. I could go up on the radio, all these other spots.
Which you did. Shout out to Flex.
Absolutely. And, people know I could rap. Now, when you listen to an album, it's about making music, making timeless stuff, and making things that people want to listen to of all ages. Like America's Sweetheart came from, like, yo, my demographic is crazy nowadays. After the Bing Bong and Don't Ever Disrespect Me, there's kids 4 years old that know me, and there's people 80 years old that know me. Man, woman, all races. So it's like, all right, now I got to cater to more than just the underground hip-hop stuff that I like doing. And plus, I like to have women at my show, man.
That's important.
I don't want a sausage party at my show. So you got to do these type of records, but it's still me. Like it's more contemporary, it's more melodic, but it's still Gorilla Nems.
Right. When you're rapping, you're rapping.
Exactly.
But you're mixing up, throwing the right people on the hooks, right? Because I feel like I was there for My Side when you kind of presented it to Millie's. Was that it? Was that
absolutely?
Shout to Justina Valentine.
Yeah.
She had her
I fake balked on Millie's.
Because you had a reference already.
So we had a reference, and I sent it to Millie's. I texted to him, and he didn't respond. So I hold grudges. You know what I'm saying?
But you knew him already.
I knew him already, right, man. Yeah.
So that makes it even worse.
I hung out with Millie's. We talk on the phone. Pause. He hits me. We talk. So when he didn't respond, I was like, all right, wait till I see him.
Right.
And when I did see him at the Justina Valentine joint, I was like, yo, homie, don't come and give me a pound when I'm texting you. Don't hit me back. He was like, yo, bro, I didn't.
Shit.
Yeah. And he was like, yo, I didn't see it. I was like, get the F out of here. And he was like, yo, I really didn't see it. He was like, yo, Nems, every time we speak, don't I either FaceTime you or call you? I was like, actually, you do. He was like, yeah, I don't deal with texts. He was like, send it to me right now. I'll get it done. And we got it done.
But I feel like a lot of it is you though, Nems. Because now me knowing you for longer, you got no patience, or you might overthink certain situations, and it's who you are as a person.
Absolutely.
When you're like, yo, if he ain't hit me back, fuck it.
Absolutely. That happened, I don't want to blow him up, but that happened with Jadakiss on this album.
Right, same thing.
Well, Jadakiss, I seen Jadakiss, man. Listen, Jadakiss is the man. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
There's no nothing that I'm trying to disrespect him or play him.
We know.
This is all love with Jadakiss, but I seen him. I was like, yo, I need this record done, which is CTE. It's on my album, but I was like, yo, I need your verse. Because Jadakiss had seen me and was like, yo, I didn't do the Bing Bong remix for you. I got you on a verse. That I was like, no problem. So I sent it. He was like, yo, when you need about a month? Yeah, I got you, guaranteed.
Right.
I know he's busy. I know the locks are crazy busy. They're super hot right now, and that's awesome. He didn't get to send me the verse by the time I needed it, and I'm not gonna beg nobody for verses. I'm not gonna be like, yo, I asked you once. If you don't make it happen, it's F your life, and I move on.
See, now we gotta work on that. Because you know how this shit go.
Nah, but
wait,
listen.
did you ever get the Kiss verse? Or
Nah,
we still ain't getting
nah.
the Kiss.
I had
But-
Logic on the album. He wanted to redo his verse, and I was like, nah, forget that. Ferg gave me a verse for the album. I didn't want to use. I didn't like the song how it came out.
But you used the Ferg ad-libs on
Yeah.
Fat Boy.
So when we was in the studio and we did this joint, I was playing Go Fat Boy, and he was like, yo, this joint is hard. I was like, yo, go put some ad-libs on that. Ferg's ad-libs are
course,
legendary.
legend, yeah.
Like just like Young Jeezy. Like Kanye had just Jeezy ad-libs on it. So I was like, yo, just go in there and mess around. And he killed it like with the ad-libs, and I was like, perfect. And
We'll keep that.
yeah, so I had Ferg, Jadakiss, Logic, like supposed to be on the album, and none of them wound up on the album.
Well, Ferg's ad-libs is on.
Yeah,
Go Fat Boy.
absolutely. Ferg's ad-libs is on there, yep.
Yeah.
I tried to get RZA on the joint, because I'm just a Wu-Tang fan, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, every other Wu-Tang member I could get. RZA is just like, he wasn't in the, I guess, from what was coming back to me was like, yo, he's not.
In artist mode.
Yeah,
He's not
he's
that
in like
creative
movie
state.
scoring soundtracks mode. So I was like, whatever.
They probably can't even, Wu-Tang probably can't even get him to.
Facts. It's a whole, whatever. But this album still, I wound up doing like 30 songs for the album. It only got 13 songs on it. So I really just like really, and I was in love with like all 30 songs, but I just like really was like, yo, can I live without this song being on? And I was like, yeah, I could take this off. Or nah, I can't take it off. And I just picked the 13 best songs. And I feel like it's my best work to date.
I like, I might be saying the title wrong, but like In God's Hand, or it was
Yeah,
like,
God's Hands.
that was different too.
Absolutely.
He
It's
took him to church on that one.
Listen, album, like I was saying before, people know that I can rap. When I'm making an album, it's about making songs.
Right.
So I'm not like trying to be super duper lyrical. I'm just trying to make a dope song that people would listen to and when they're going through something, or people could listen to. Why did we love DMX? Why did we love do we love Eminem and artists that tell stories? Is because you could throw on I'm slipping, falling, can't get up whenever you're going through something, and you know what I'm saying, and it's timeless. So that's what I choose to. I wanted to get across is doing timeless joints like that.
God's Hand is a good one, and then you got God's Hand on one track, and then Gunther's on 3 records later.
Yeah, facts.
Where it is that the Nems that everybody.
That's what I was
sees
trying to get RZA on that song.
on Gunther's.
Yeah.
I feel like he probably would have been like, I don't know if this is for me.
That's all him.
That crazy talk, the
Yeah,
disrespectful.
absolutely. On this Bobby Digital album with RZA, that's like he's talking like that. That's what it brought me back to, like that type of vibe. That's why I wanted him on it.
It would have made, if he could have got on it like that, then it would make sense.
And
But
in my mind, Ghostface was on the last album. I wanted to give in my mind, I was like, all right, I got a Ghostface verse. I want to try to have a Wu-Tang member on the next 9 albums. So I have the whole a song with all of them.
for the future,
so I was like, yo, I got Ghostface. If I could get RZA on this one, that's the hardest one to get.
Right.
And it just didn't happen. It messed up messed up the trilogy or nine-ology in my mind.
It ain't. You're still making music though. So
Absolutely.
If RZA wants to send over a verse,
Facts.
he's still working.
Facts.
Speaking of Ghost, Gorilla Fest, because we really haven't done an interview since then, was amazing.
Yeah.
Your first headlining show. Because you're the type of person that put a lot of pressure on yourself.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I see it from being close. Like, yo, he puts all the work on you.
Absolutely.
First. Like, you take the lead. Even in one of the songs you said, I was listening, you were like, yo, something about having a team and leading the team, whatever. But you do that to yourself. A lot of artists will let everyone else kind of do the work. Where even Gorilla Fest, you took the lead on this shit. Like, yo, this is how I want it. This is how it's going to be. This is da-da-da. You got Ghostface on fuck a record to come out and perform at Gorilla Fest. Like,
absolutely. Yo, listen, nobody is going to do for your career what you're going to do for your career. And when I put in the work, I set basically the standard. So it's like, if I'm working this hard, if
Everybody
you're around me,
right.
you should be working this
Right.
hard. And if you're not, then you're not doing your job and you shouldn't be around me. Gorilla Fest was just like a dream come true. Ghostface, Bun B came out.
Right.
Jim Jones came out. You brought Jewels out. Who else? Smith and Wesson, Ron Browns, Pharoah Monch destroyed that.
Destroyed it.
Yeah, like, yo, that was like a dream come true. And, you know, that was years of hard work. The city came to me. New York City was like, yo, listen, Nems, we want you to
Produce.
Yeah, like what's the lack of a better word? Like, I forgot the word. But basically
Curate.
we want you to curate your own concert in Coney Island for the city of New York. And I was like, yo, dream come true. And because it was such a success, we doing Gorilla Fest 2. July 26th at the Coney Island Amphitheater, free to everybody. So,
but it shows your personality too, because you can have a young artist that fucking, I don't know who we brought out.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, super new artist.
Yeah.
To a Ghostface. That's when you look at Nems. That's like your personality.
100%. Like, yo, I'm New York City in one person, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like a fan of the OGs, like Smith and Wesson, like Ghostface, but I'm also a fan of the new guys, like Sleepy and oh my God, man, that just came home. Chef, Sleepy, and yo, those are my guys, and they Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mess with their music heavy, but also I mess with the old school shit. Like, I'm appreciative of all the stuff. So you know, hopefully, I wanted to get Chef and Sleepy on the Gorilla Fest, but, you know, they wasn't in the budget. The city gave me a budget, and they was out of the budget.
Well, part 2 is happening.
Yeah, facts.
Who besides them? Who else do you have on like your?
I want to do something for the ladies, man. I want to try to get something for the ladies. We tried to get Maya for the last one, but she was like in Atlanta. I wanted Keisha Cole, but she was like quadruple what the budget was. You know what I'm saying? But like, I want to do something for the ladies this time, because the last show I wound up calling in, you know, a lot of favors. A lot of people just came through, you know, Capone from Capone and Noriega, you know, like, so that was, and it was raining. You know what I'm saying? It was pouring rain, and then we sold that whole fake stadium out. So this year, that's just like a proof of concept. So now people see what it really is, and you know, I think before people was like unsure what kind of show it was. They thought maybe it would be like at the Art Walls, like something small like that. When they seen it was at the Coney Island Amphitheater, 5,000 person venue. You know, now I think it might be easy to get people to come out.
But when you're doing big shows like that, where you from, the people where you from then feel like you should be putting them on.
Yo, it's crazy. You know what's crazy? Like a week after Gorilla Fest, I put on a couple artists that was on my radar from Coney Island.
Right.
Like,
but you don't have to do, by the way.
I don't have to do that at all. And to be honest, the people that's not from Coney Island probably don't even know who these people are. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to do that just for the hood, because I knew how it was being an artist and other people coming to the hood and doing something, and I'm not on it. It makes me catch a resentment. I'm the mayor of Coney Island. I want to try to do that for. But what's crazy is these people. I had them on the thing, and then a week later, you get artists from Coney Island like. Now they mad at me because some wasn't on it. Yo, I wasn't on it.
Right.
Like,
you
listen,
put him,
bro,
you ain't put me.
this ain't a showcase, homie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a concert for the city of New York that is just some dope stuff. It's not a show. You want to do a showcase, go, you know, do a showcase.
Right.
This ain't it.
But artists don't realize your name is on the line. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the city of New York and the people that put this show together and pay for this is looking at you like, yo, you gotta curate this shit to a standard.
100%.
You cannot just throw anybody on because that's my man or that's something.
It's a dub for this year.
Right.
Oh, it's a super dub.
They're going in extra Nems mode.
Yeah. It's really F your life this year.
Is it because they fucked it up for themselves?
Absolutely. 100%. Like, you know, you give them an pause, you give them an inch, they try to take a yard, man. Right. Like, you know, and I realized that no matter how much I do,
it's never enough.
It's never enough. You know what I'm saying? And that's like the good and the bad, because I always wanted to be the first major. I wanted to be the first artist to get a major label deal out of Coney Island, which I did.
Right.
The bad part is I'm the only person out and from Coney Island that's doing it. So now everybody that's a rapper in Coney Island is looking for me to give them an opportunity, and everybody ain't patient. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thinks it's right now. It's on their time, and it's on my time, homie.
But to be clear, you were once an artist from Coney Island, and ain't nobody put you on.
Nobody.
You made it.
Nobody.
You know
I had to get it out the mud. Listen, and that took 15, 20 years to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now, they just see the finished product. They just see it now, and they think it happened overnight, and they think, Nems went viral and blew. Nah, this was 20 years in the making, man.
And not because Nems is my man, but if you're an artist on Coney Island looking to get on Gorilla Fest and never went to the FYL store to support, you got to be out your mind to even think about. They don't even think like that.
I'm glad you said it, not me.
No, because I know you don't have to say, but that's how, like, I don't know what the word is, but, like, I don't want to say dumb. But that's how, like, dumb people be.
Facts.
Where it's like, yo, Nems has a fucking store in your hood. You never went to support or buy something, but then expect him to put you on the show.
It's crazy.
Don't make no sense to me.
It's crazy. It's like the nerve.
It's like ignorance.
The nerve. It is. It's very much ignorance.
Right.
And listen, my store is open 7 days a week. There's no excuse. And there's stuff like, bro, you can go in there and buy, like, they take a picture of everybody who makes a purchase and send it to me. I put it on my stories.
You post them.
Yeah.
Show love.
Like, so I know and I watch on the cameras. Like, I know who's going in there, who's not, man. So if you come to me with your hand out, and my store been open almost 3 years now.
Right.
Out of 3 years, you never had $10, $5 to buy a lighter. You know what I'm saying?
Something.
It's crazy.
Yes, a hat, something.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
man.
but
that's why it's F your life.
Right.
I try to be a man of the people sometimes, but then I just have to go back to being like, yo, F your life, homie. It is what it is.
But listen, Gorilla Fest coming back.
Yup.
I feel like by then you probably have a whole nother project out too.
Listen, we just put America's Sweetheart out on Friday. That's 2 days ago. What's today? Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, it's Sunday. We put it out 2 days ago.
On Friday.
Exactly.
The same day Drake dropped. So how does that feel?
My shit way better than Drake's.
You went up against Drake.
But I ain't singing.
You got singers on your joint though.
Yeah. But I ain't,
Did you even know Drake was dropping that day?
Absolutely not.
Even though it's too different.
It wouldn't have mattered anyway. I'm a fan of Drake. That's a good thing for me. People go check out Drake's album. Oh, Nems' stuff is here too.
Right.
Why not? You know what I'm saying? It ain't like the old days where it's like you
Only
can't
one
drop
person could
because
drop.
somebody's spending $20 on a CD and they don't got another 20 to buy yours. Nah, it's on the streaming sites, man.
Right.
After you listen to that, go listen to mine or vice versa.
Catch that algorithm.
Exactly.
Or you should have put like a song called Drake or some shit. So when
I didn't know he was. If I would have known
that shit would have worked.
Certified Thugger Boy. Hey, yo, what?
Outside with Gorilla Nems, the podcast.
Greatest podcast on earth.
Still shooting?
Absolutely. We on episode 53. Comes out next week. So we do it we drop once every 2 weeks. And we do it outside, even in the cold.
Right.
You know that.
Yeah,
You was on it.
I was guest one time with my knees
facts.
out. Knees out in the cold, you heard?
Yep. And we just be having fun. I turned hanging out on the block into a podcast. So it's just, you know what it was when Bing Bong happened, and don't ever disrespect me. A lot of celebs, they come to New York and they hit me and be like, yo, we want to see the block.
Right.
We want to see the block where you do all the don't ever disrespect me's. We want to see the block where the Bing Bong stuff happened. And I'll be like, yo, come through. And when they come, I wind up just asking them stuff that I always wanted to know as a fan. Like Exhibit came and we was hanging out. He was drinking a 40 on the block one day. DJ Muggs from Cypress Hill, and bunch of people came. And when I was asking them stuff, I was like, this is stuff I just want to know as a fan. But I was like, yo, this would be dope for a podcast. Mm-hmm. And then we made it happen. One day I called, what's that kid's name? 1090 Jake?
Yeah.
Bro, I called him with a mad disrespect. I forgot what it was. But I didn't know who he was, though. People was in the comments, yo, that's 1090 Jake. He was in Coney Island for some reason. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing in Coney Island. I think he was meeting somebody by the barbershop by my store. And I hit him with, yo, don't disrespect me looking like a fat Ben Affleck or something. He looked scared to death. I'm going to keep it real. I was like, but
Right.
I had no idea who he was.
Did Don't Ever Disrespect Me ever turn like almost serious? Has it ever got
Only
to that
one time, a little gay guy. He had to be like 5'2". His hair was slicked back. It was funny. We was in the city, and I was like, I forgot what I said to him. Don't disrespect me looking like Lord Farquaad or something. He came back. He was like, "You're taping me?" And he tried to grab my phone. I just pulled him out. I was like, "Yo, little homie, like I'll smack the shit out you." Right. And then he just gave me like a snap, like hated it, like that, and then just walked away. And but that's the only time anybody's ever. We in New York. Most people know it's a joke. Right. They know I'm playing, and I'm, 6'4", 300 pounds. Like
that helps too.
Yeah,
that helps. Because, like you said, being on a block, you turn that shit into podcast. Don't Ever Disrespect Me, which is going crazy. Podcast turned into a radio show.
Absolutely, Disrespect Radio every Wednesday night, 7 to 9 p.m. on Shade 45.
Was that ever in your cards?
Never. I never saw doing a radio show, but I'm gonna keep it real. That's probably one of my favorite things to do.
Right.
I love doing it. I go there every Wednesday when I'm in New York. Most of the time, I try to set my schedule now around the radio show because I love interacting with the live callers. I let people call up to rap.
Right.
And I just be gunning them down if they trash. It's just mad fun. I let people call up, disrespect people. Like,
you put more work on your plate for a person that's like you said, because now you got the radio show. You're going to treat it like a business.
Absolutely.
So I already know, like, for Nems, we got to really treat this like a business. Everything.
But besides just me, I want to give the people around me opportunities as well. Right. So it lets their personality shine. It gives them a lane, like Live Action. My man Live Action, he has a pigeon coop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? From the exposure of him being around me, New York Nico did something on him. From that, he got his own, New Balance and Bodega did a collab, and they wanted to do it about pigeons, and they did the commercial on his roof, and they did the colorway of a pigeon, and it's like the air Live Action. Right. You know what I'm saying? And he's getting love on that thing. They might want to do a documentary with him. So he gets his lane. Paz, he does stand-up comedy. He starts doing stand-up comedy through that CB. She sells, has a bud delivery service. People hit her up. And so I want everybody around me to win. The main thing, though, is if you're on a team, is patience. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen when you want it to. It's going to happen when the right opportunity presents itself. And sometimes people have a hard time being patient. They want it, they want it when they want it right now. And that's not how it works. And I've seen jealousy and envy kill empires. Shit that should have been an empire got killed because of non-patience. Because people, think they're the star when they're not.
And you lead by a good example. So I give you credit.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? If people, haven't seen your work ethic, because they think you just a big personality, which you are. But
and they also think it's fake. They also think it's just for the cameras. Yeah, like a character. No.
It works because it's real.
Everything works because it's real. Look, the podcast, just hanging out on the block to a podcast, that's just authentic.
Right.
The Don't Ever Disrespect Me that's how we mess around on the block.
Right.
And just joke on each other.
But you're not winging it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're organized with your shit.
Absolutely.
There's people that are personalities that just wing shit. Like, fuck it, I'm funny, or I could. But your shit is like, what you got.
Absolutely. It comes from years of doing it. And this has always been my dream. To, rapping, getting a deal.
Right.
Like this
living off of the music.
Exactly. Has always been. Since when I was a kid, I either wanted to be a wrestler or a rapper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the wrestling thing, then, I never, I stopped having interest in wrestling after like 12 years old. I don't watch that shit no more. But the rapping always been a love for me, and that just parlayed into other stuff.
Who was your favorite wrestler at 12 years old?
Legion of Doom. Ultimate Warrior. It's crazy because The Rock started following me.
Wow,
it's crazy. Like, like people like that. Stone Cold was my guy. There was a lot back then.
Listen, Gorilla Nems in the building. Hot 97, the new movement. America's Sweetheart out now. We started the interview off with the Millie's record.
Yep.
I'm gonna pick my own record. I'm not
Do
even
it.
gonna let you pick.
Yeah, do it.
Because Leaky's my man.
Absolutely.
And I feel like what we were talking about, how you keep the balance with the younger artists, the older artists, and I feel like this just fits.
Absolutely. This
Right.
is on New York radio,
to
right?
live and die in New York.
Exactly. Tupac had to live and die in L.A. Listen, I'm the face of New York City, man. So you know we got a rep.
Gorilla Nems in the building. Did we miss anything? Because you always got something going on, whether it's monster events.
Yo, listen, man. Come visit the FYL store, 1612 Mermaid Avenue. If you listen to this not in New York, go to fyl.nyc. And America's Sweetheart is the new album. It's the hardest music and most greatest music you'll ever hear in your life. Go listen to it.
There it is. Let's go.
Bing bang.